Eve, it's Ian. Stay away from Boardman until you talk to me. I've got some news. I hope the reason that you're not answering your cell phone's because you're at home. Having a nice evening. All right, I'll talk to you.
Eve.
It finally all makes sense.
What are you talking about?
Were you ever gonna tell me that Livy is your daughter?
She said I'm your daughter.
Livy.
Is it true?
I thought you were alone.
Why did you say that? Why did you say I was Dr. Collins' daughter?
Eve, would you give us some time alone?
No, I want to know why she said that.
I have proof.
What proof?
Livy, please, let me explain this to you.
No, I want to hear from her. What do you have there?
DNA test.
How did you get that?
You did know.
Eve, this is not the time for that.
How could you keep
You
this
had
from
an
me?
affair with my mother?
No, Livy, no. I never even knew Rachel before she came to
What
town.
is going on?
God, Kevin, she doesn't know.
I said this isn't the time, Eve.
You have to tell
Get
her.
out!
What?
Get out! Get out right now. Get out of the room right now. Leave. Just go out the door. Go!
I'm sorry.
Is it true?
Livy.
Answer me! Just say it out loud, Dr. Collins. Am I your daughter? Oh, God. Oh, God.
Rachel, I just got your message. How's she doing?
See for yourself.
What about you?
Oh, look at you. What are you doing here? You know I don't like my lunch this early. Oh, Rachel, you know my daughter Rachel. Honey, you stand up straight and say hello to Walter. Walter brings me all my meals, even sometimes two desserts. Oh, you're hurt. You're hurt. Oh.
What happened?
Oh, I had a little
Oh,
accident.
no,
It's
they
big
hurt you.
thing.
They hurt you,
Sorry.
didn't they? They hurt everybody. You know, next time it'll be me. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. They're going to try to kill me. Oh, no.
No, we won't let them.
You understand?
I'm gonna have to examine her.
No!
It's the only way to find out if she's a good enough candidate.
I know. You said it was a radical approach.
I think it's worth the risk.
Honey, don't let them hurt me. Don't let them hurt me, please.
Mama, it's okay. It's okay. Let's lay down on the bed, okay? It's okay. It's all right. Shh. It's okay. It's okay. Just close your eyes. Close your eyes. That's good. You just hold on to me, okay? I'm not gonna let anybody hurt you. I promise. Okay, I promise.
Who is it?
It's just me. Wow, this is kind of interesting. Nice stuff.
It's my house. I thought you went home.
I thought you looked like you needed a friend.
Really? So what does somebody who needs a friend look like?
That's kind of hard to describe, but trust me, I know it when I see it. Always.
Good to know. Well, I'm right in the middle of something here.
I'm sure. It looks like it. I know you're busy. Very, very busy. I bet it has something to do with that little adventure you and Eve had in the morgue, doesn't it?
Notice I'm not answering you.
I notice the silence is deafening.
I'm trying to figure out what took a life that I was trying to save.
Aha.
Let's leave it at that, okay?
Okay. You miss it, don't you?
What, the hospital? It's only been a little while.
Yeah, maybe. But, actually, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about some more of the stress you've been under.
I'm not going to lose any sleep over Boardman trying to frame me as a drug pusher.
It's not exactly the Boardman kind of stress I'm talking about.
So what are you talking about?
The personal kind of stress. The kind that does keep you up at night, tossing and turning and staring at the walls. I'm talking about you and Eve.
Livy, I never wanted you to find out this way. About me. About Grace.
Grace, what does she have to do with you being my father?
All right, listen to me. Livy, you know that Grace and I were together.
No.
Yes, Livy.
No, I don't want to hear.
Yes, you have to hear. No, you have to listen. No! You're old enough and you're strong enough to know the truth about yourself and me and your family. Now listen to me. Livy, my relationship with Grace was intense and it was complicated. This paperweight I keep as a reminder of just how complicated it really was. Grace gave me this. When she did, she told me that she had two gifts for me that day. That both were precious and fragile. And would bring enough beauty and joy to last a lifetime if I took care of them. And then she smiled at me and she told me that she had conceived our child. And before the reality could even sink in, she told me that she'd had an abortion. I didn't know what to think, Livy. First, she chooses to deprive me of my child, and she gives me a paperweight. Livy, I wish there was some other way to say this, but what Eve was trying to tell you is true. I don't believe that you're Grace's niece. You're her daughter. And you're my daughter. Livy, when you first started telling me about your nightmares, something about them sounded familiar to me. And then suddenly all these memories that I had put behind me, or I thought that I had, started coming back. It wasn't until I knew who you really were that I realized that your dreams and my memories came from the same place, from Grace's death.
No, you're wrong. You're mixing everything together.
No, I am putting everything together, finally. All these pieces.
Where did you get that?
This is the ring that you saw on your mother's finger. This is the same ring that Grace said to me was the color of the night sky the night I asked her to marry me.
No.
Livy, the DNA results prove this.
But I didn't take any test, and you would have had to have a sample of my blood.
Hair, a single strand of hair. That's all it takes to make a match.
You took a sample of my hair without me even knowing.
I didn't even know the test was being done myself.
Take another test with my hair or my blood.
Livy, we can do that, but I believe the test will be the same. The DNA is a match, which means that you have to be Grace's daughter.
No. Get away from me. You're lying. You're lying. First, my mother lies to me about my father, about Joshua Locke, and about why she ever came to this place, about my nightmares, and then you tell me she's not even my mother at all, and then you're my father. And why am I supposed to believe it?
Because it's the truth! It's the truth, and you deserve to know it.
Why is it?
And I deserve to know my own child.
This isn't happening to me.
Livy, let me help. Let me try to help. Maybe we can find a way to work through this. Maybe we can find a way to be a part of each other's life.
No, don't touch me!
Livy, please.
Stay away from me! Leave me alone!
Livy!
Leave me alone!
Livy!
No!
Wait!
Please, Lucy. I'm fascinated. Tell me your theory about Eve and me.
Oh, thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers. It's not a theory, sort of an observation.
Go on.
Well, see, you have a very big brain, and you have a medical degree, and I don't. But I have been around. You've been around, too, to Africa and stuff. I haven't. But I have been around. When I talk about around, I've really been around.
What's your point?
Okay, you know how when something is happening to you and it's so exciting and dangerous, and it's probably what happened to you and Eve in the morgue. I bet your heart started pounding really hard and your palms got all sweaty and you were all flustered and you were breathing 90 miles a minute, right?
What's your point?
Kevin and Eve, they're married, you know, married. And that means it's a wonderful thing that no man should put asunder.
I get it now.
Really?
Yeah. And, that is nothing that you should be worried about. Not that subject, anyway.
I am not sure what you're talking about now.
Okay, now, wait a minute. I do think that, you are worried about something coming between Kevin and Eve.
What in the world are you talking about?
I think you're a little more interested in your ex than the average ex should be.
Nobody's gonna hurt you now.
You made the right decision, Rachel.
Grandma?
You know where to reach me.
A pudding next time, Walter. 2 of them.
What's the matter? Livy, what is it?
Kevin said that you're not my mother.
You're watching SoapNet, devoted to soaps and you.
I didn't know Livy was in your
Well,
office.
then you should have turned around and walked out once you knew.
Maybe I wasn't thinking. Kevin, I just found out you have a daughter. So if I went over the top a little bit, I'm sorry, okay? You should have been more honest with me.
I'm telling you, I didn't know. I didn't know. At least I wasn't sure.
Till when?
Eve, I'm sorry, Eve. I can't do this. I have to find her.
Kevin, no, please, don't walk out that
Look,
door.
I didn't
No.
want you or anyone else to find out like this. Like it or not, Eve, she's my daughter. And right now, her whole world is falling apart.
And you blame me for this?
No, I blame myself. And Grace and Rachel. Eve, please. Livy just found out that everything she believed in her life was a lie.
And maybe you're not the one to help her.
I can't just abandon her. I've worked with Livy enough to know that she will need someone to help her put the pieces back together. And I don't care what you say, that someone has to be me.
All right, let me go with you. I'll do this. We'll do it together.
No, that's not a good idea.
Kevin, what? Don't shut me out.
Please.
That's what started this in the first place.
I know. Please, we'll talk at home.
Don't do this. Don't do this.
No, please. Please. We'll talk later, I promise.
I have no idea what you are implying.
I'm not smart enough to imply. I think you understood perfectly.
Doc and I are friends. We have been friends for a lifetime. I have a right to be concerned.
So that's all it is, concern. And you don't think you have feelings for married somebody?
No. Well, I mean, I have feelings for Kevin. Of course I do. You know, like I would for any friend. If you were my friend, I'd be concerned about you, too.
Okay, well, then there's nothing for you or me or anyone else mentioned in this conversation to worry about, is there?
Right. Not in the slightest.
Very good. Meeting adjourned. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have fun with your little thingy, and I am going to go now. Goodbye.
Lucy. I'm sorry. I appreciate your concern.
I'm sorry, too. Thank you for your concern, even though it was completely unnecessary, right?
Even though.
Right.
Good night.
Good night. Goodbye.
Bye.
want the truth? Is Dr. Collins my father? Was Grace my mother?
Gracie's dead.
Mama, just be
Gracie,
quiet,
you're
please.
sweet.
You're making things worse.
That's where my nightmares came from, isn't it? It was my mother who drowned.
You overheard us talking about Grace and the way that she died. Don't you see what this monster is doing to you, Livy? He's just trying to destroy us the same way he always has. First he took care of Grace, and now it's time for the rest of us.
But why? What possible reason
Because
would
we
he
know
have to?
him. We know the truth about him.
What truth?
He's a killer. He's a killer and a fraud. And he knows how to hide it, and that's why he always gets away with it. But if it were our family to bring him down, the family of Grace, the family of the woman that he murdered, if we were the ones to expose him...
He has proof.
What?
A DNA test.
You gave him a blood sample?
All they needed was a strand of my hair. And he claims they've got one.
There probably wasn't even a test done, Livy, and if there was, he lied about the results.
How do you know that?
Because I am your mother. I always have been, and I always will be, and nothing Kevin says or does can change that. I'm the one who fed you. I'm the one that loved you, sweetheart. When you cried out in the middle of the night, it was me who came running to your side to hold you. When you cried for Mama, who was there, honey? Who?
You.
Okay. Just look at us. Look, we've got the same hair. And we've got the same eyes. We've got the same smiles, sweetheart. Just look. Look, you can see that. Kevin's just trying to poison you against me, to kill every memory that we've ever had with each other.
Gracie's dead. Gracie's lost. And
Mama,
Gracie...
please don't do this to yourself. Just not right now, okay?
I don't know what to think. I can't think. I can't stay here.
No, Livy, wait.
Rachel, don't leave me! Don't leave me! Don't let him hurt her. Don't let him hurt her.
Shh. Shh, Mama. I'll take care of him. I swear. Oh, I swear it.
Livy!
It seems like enough.
Livy! Livy!
You and I were together, but that old new heartache, it just keeps hanging on forever. And sometimes I remember, sometimes I forget. When the blue out comes, I'll be waiting, like so many times before, deep into the night. One early morning, that drifter may knock at my door. When the blue out comes, I'll be ready. All night we'll walk the floor. I'll put on some music and pull out your memory. When the drifter shows up at my door.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next Port Charles.
On the next Port Charles.
What's wrong?
Everything. My whole life.
Where did you get the DNA test? Lucy wouldn't have given it to you.
Lucy was in on the DNA test with you?
Admit it, the day is never complete without your daily dose of Erica Kane and All My Children. Eventually, Erica will settle down and find someone special again. But is it today? You're going to have to watch and find out. Luckily, All My Children is coming up next here on SoapNet.